Hey everybody, and welcome back to Germantown. We are mid-autumn, and we've got two more fields to harvest of our fields. We've got this field here, and the big field behind us in corn. So we're going to see how much corn we can get harvested today, and we'll probably sell a giant load of a train load of corn a little bit later. Hey, farmer boy. We've got in the forecast 5 days of rain. I guess 4 days of rain over the next 7. So kind of want to see how much we can get done today. So we don't know when we'll have dry crop in the next few days. We might not have a dry crop condition to when we'll be able to get in here and do any harvesting. Got 200,000 liters of corn in our silo over there, and we've been dumping in the train silo quite a while, so I really don't know how much we've got in that silo. Basically going to fill them up, load up a train, sell it off, see how much we get. Hey Raznik. You're basically in the waning days of this map at this point. This might very well be the last stream we do on the map before we switch it over to Hoff Bergman. Still the strongest candidate for the next map that we're going to do. We do this type of gameplay. Not sure when we're going to start that, but my guess is early July. That's when I guess we'd probably start it. Have to really depend on when we finally get things ironed out and figured out. Some of the specifics around the economy gameplay and the industries that are on the map. I was looking at this harvester the other day, and if you look on the inside, you see the little guys moving independent of the cab. This harvester has air suspension, so the guy's shaking around a lot more than me. Kind of looks like I've got the shakes with head tracking, but really it's the air suspension on the harvester. Hey Frank, what's up? It's been a while. How you been? I've been pretty good myself. Working a bunch of maps, doing all kinds of stuff. Hoping we'll get this field done by the end of the stream. At this point, we're just the only one in here. We got Spectre, who's harvesting his own corn. He's, is he at? I don't even see him at this point. He was in the map. I don't think he left. At the same point, I don't see him in here. Hey, Jonathan. Being busy is like a double-edged sword, right? When you're not busy, you're sitting around thinking, man, I wish I had something to do. And when you are busy, you're like, man, I just wish I could just sit down and relax and chill out. This harvester has gotten a wee bit dirty in its 16 hours of operation. I was looking at this model. It's pretty cool the way the dirt is on this air cleaner. There's one little spot on it that doesn't get dirty, as if it's you know, kind of been in that bottom position and didn't get any dirt on it. So now when it's running, it's kind of a strange little rotation going on. Hey, Rob. What's up? Oh my gosh. 12 hours to do the big field on horse, the aggravation map. There are definitely some big fields on that map. What kind of a harvest did you get off of that? Hey, Huntmaster, what's up? So have you all been following the E3 news? I guess E3 is the big thing. Well, the next few days. I posted a screenshot in my Discord of an E3 broadcast on YouTube that I had recommended to me by YouTube, and it had 125,000 viewers watching that one stream. I think it was the Sony one. Did you notice they rescheduled that announcement to something like 3 a.m.? At least 3 a.m. my time. It was 6 a.m., then they moved it. Yeah, I got a kick out of it because the stream must have ended, because I went back and looked, and there were only 5,000 people watching the video after it was after it went off. E3 is a big gaming convention where they game companies announce all of their big stuff that's upcoming. Probably stuff that's probably going to be out by the end of the year. 185,000. That is an awful lot of canola. I can imagine what that cost in hired help. Oh yes, it's hard to miss on YouTube. Where all the big game companies announce all their big products. Oh, that was completely no fertilization? The imagine if you had gotten full fertilization on that. That'd be crazy. Let's run the train over there because I'm a little curious how much is in that silo. Train's here over at the train sell point. I'm pretty sure that's still the highest price, so I should check that, right? Corn, yep. Still the best price. We gotta go all the way down there south of field 39. Where a little blue dot is. Hey Cameron. Farm Sim is projected to be released this fall. I don't know if we'll get a release date announcement tomorrow. Tomorrow morning they're going to be releasing the what they claim full CGI trailer. Maybe there will be more release information as like a release date, or maybe information as to what other crops are being added. We are just a few hours away, maybe as close as 6 hours away at this point to that video release. Hey Cameron, what's up? That's where we're going, right over there. No, I am not going to stay up for it. It's on YouTube. I'll watch it later. By the time I get up, there's going to be, who knows how many people have put out YouTube videos where they basically repeat and re-say exactly what's been said in the video. They'll all have tens of thousands of views where they basically just say the same thing. That doesn't interest me. I'm not a news person. Cow farm. Start slowing down here. So we have 141,000 liters of corn, or we had 141,000 liters of corn in here. Go ahead and dump that. I don't know what's after platinum. So, my understanding, Farm Sim 15 had the gold edition. 17 had the platinum edition. So, what's 19 going to have? Is it going to have the titanium edition? What would be better than platinum? I don't know if Farm Sim 13 had the silver edition. Diamond edition. But I also don't think we're going to have a whole lot announced tomorrow. Because Giants has their own thing next month. So, like I was saying to some people earlier, it's like, why would the Rodnum edition? Why would, I was thinking like uranium or something. So I don't see Giants basically disclosing all their secrets at E3 when they're going to have their own little convention next month. We're going to save probably the big announcements for next month and just give us a little bit of a little bit to hold us over until then. Speaking of the, hey, Breaded Virus, speaking of the Trough mod making her way to maps, the Grays mod made its way to the first map in the mod hub today. I don't remember the name of the map, but I haven't looked at it yet. But I downloaded it, and it says it's got the Water Trough and the Grays mod. I would be interested to see the PC specs for 19. You know, some people have speculated or claimed that they've heard that the specs will be the same as 17. Just through engine optimizations, things look better. I'll just have to wait and see. No, it's not Pleasant Valley. It's in the Giants mod hub. Pleasant Valley is definitely not in the mod hub. It's a map that's got like a police shield, police badge for its graphic. The Meteor edition. We might see some more about horses tomorrow and maybe learn a little bit about how horses are being implemented. That might be something that we see. I have not. And honestly, Jonathan, I probably won't have any opportunity until we start the map. My focus has been getting this corn harvest in. You know, we had corn on field 121. 34, 35, 125, 126, 43, and 42. Those are all the fields of corn we had. And then we've got corn for the BGA over on field 91 and 92. Yeah. So we got a whole lot of corn to still bring in and not a lot of time. Rackovita, is that the name of the Mac? Rackovita? Hey, GTX. What's up? Well, you could drop by. Yeah, I don't remember what the size of field 1, but I definitely remember The aggravation map. At least that's how I say it, aggravation. There's our train with 120,000 in it. But between this map, the Valley of the Old Farm series, Emerald Coast, and Rathlin, keeping those videos coming out, and trying to keep the map videos coming out, there isn't any time to do anything that's not actually being put on the channel. I haven't had a game save where I just play for pleasure in probably at least a year. So, folks were wondering, asking me a question earlier, they were wondering how many maps that I've played, and I was like, well, look on the YouTube channel, and however many maps I've put out there with series, that's how many I've played. I really don't have much time to do that. Now, this is a New Holland TC590 harvester. It's a mod. I'm not really sure who did it. Then the tractor was the tractor over there is a Kloss 4000. It's not the Kloss that's in the mod hub. It's a different one. Pragmatic bias. I have not actually heard anything other than that it is in testing. Will did update me. CCS 101 updated me. Oops. He updated me a few days ago and said that it was picked up for testing. I think it was the end of last week. It's after the stream I did. Hey, Maddie, what's up? Hey, Michael S. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, Rico. Thanks for coming in to chat. I am harvesting corn. That's what I'm doing. Actually, that might be the Kloss that's in the in-game mod hub. No, it's not. Because the one in the in-game mod hub, you can't change the color on, or you can't add different wheels or something. That's not it. This is a different one. We're harvesting corn on Germantown. Trying to finish this map out, where we will be then moving over to Hofbergman probably. Hey Aiden, thanks for coming by. No, we're fine with this size harvester. We've already put 16 hours on this thing harvesting our fields. Hey Anders. That's the guy I want to, that we can, that's the guy you can ask your Hofbergman questions, Jonathan. Anders is doing a play series on that map. He's got some really great videos on YouTube. I think he's up to like episode 70 or something. Oh, here comes Silver Dragon. What's he doing? Oh, is he bringing his harvester over to help me out? He is. He's bringing his trailers, and he's bringing his harvester on his flatbed. Look at that, he's just driving by to show it off. Him and his road train. We're going to use the TX on Emerald Coast when we finally get around to harvesting. Where you going now? Where is he going now? What's he getting? I don't know, he's motoring off at a high rate of speed. Well, you'll be back. I am in Virginia. Oh yeah, he might be going to get the header. Although he may have the foldable corn header on there. I don't know if the corn header is... It looks like there's something on the front. I think he's got the corn header on there. How are you liking Blake Farm? The land of 10,000 lakes. Isn't that what they say? Minnesota? Man, the header's gotten dirty too. Land of small Pepsi. It's the land of small Pepsi. Hey Riley. Hey Grubby. Grubby Films. Mini soda. I don't understand that. That must be some... That's an inside joke, Tiger Man. I don't understand it. Probably because I haven't been to Minnesota for... Oh, I get it now. Minnesota. Mini. I get it. It's a horrible joke. There is a horrible joke. Alright, let's go see what he's got on this back of this thing. Will I be playing Welker Farms? I don't know. The reality is, I don't play a ton of maps. I'm not the kind of guy that just plays a map because it's new and popular and figures a bunch of people will want to watch videos on it. When I look at a map during a map video, I'll probably either just have this sense of, hey, I would love to play more on this map, or not. And if I don't have that sensation of really wanting to be on the map, then I'm not going to give it a playthrough. got all kinds of plans for Emerald Coast. You know, we're going to be playing that for 10 years. So that's a pretty good commitment there. We're going to do Hoff Bergman on this series. He's already got his header there. I don't know where he went. So that's a pretty big commitment there. Then we've got the Valley of the Old Farm is going to be picking up a different map. You know, it might be. Who knows? They might go with Walker Farms. Although I have a suspicion that it's not going to play nice with that kind of gameplay, because I have a sense that it's going to be huge fields, and it's probably going to be just a couple sell points, and it's probably just going to be the one main farm. I don't know how they're going to do the animals. If it's I don't watch the Welker videos, so I don't know if they're just a crop only farm. But there's the possibility of that making its way over to the other multiplayer map. And when I get done raffling, I'm probably going to move the Emerald Coast map to a recorded series format. Kind of talking about different types of gameplay in a different Discord earlier today. And you know, one guy was talking about how he really, on his single player, really ends up putting maybe 30 or 40 hours on any one given map before he's just, you know, jump into a different map, because he wants to experience as many maps as possible. And that the multiplayer gameplay that he's done with us has been kind of one of the longest times that he's been on any one particular map. So there's people that like to jump from map to map quite frequently, and then there's folks that kind of settle in for more of a time commitment. I think I'm more of the latter, because we played 3 years on one map using seasons. We played almost 2 full years of 24-day seasons. We played almost 2 full years of 15-day seasons on Midtown. All of those series are well over 100 hours of gameplay. Rathlin has over 100 hours in it already. And we're only up to episode 34. So, yeah, Grizzly Bear Sims is doing Green River. Really enjoying that map. He's talking about maybe doing a multi-years on that map. He's enjoying it so much. Well, Darren, that's the privilege of a map creator. In fact, I've decided that I'm not going to call people that do maps map authors. I'm not going to call them map editors, map builders. I'm going to call them map creators. Has he got even more trailers? What the heck is he doing? Crazy, crazy guy. Got even more. Him and his road trains. I don't know what he expects we're going to do. We're not going to have time to fill all them up. How to download Farm Sim? Well, if you're on PC, you could get it off of Steam. I suppose you could buy it off the Giant site.
I brought these down to help us out.
I saw you brought your road trains. How many tippers do you have? I know the one's got corn already in it, or 2 of them.
Yeah, these others are Tigermans.
Oh. I thought you wanted to add your corn to the train. Map magicians. Oh, he's bringing things over to help. He's just doing crazy Silver Dragon stuff. Yeah, if you're on console, you can probably, yeah, you can download it from the PlayStation Network. I guess you could do the same from Xbox, however Xbox is set up. Tiger Man's in chat and he says you overdue preparation. As I was saying that when I saw the other 3 trailers, I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. There's no way we're going to fill all those trailers tonight.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you've got stuff going into the train already, we'll get your field done. Because I got a big field I have to do, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to store it all.
Yeah, well, I got 200,000 in the silo that I want to transfer to the train. I was going to put all of this field in the train, and then basically fill the train up with whatever I had at the silo. Then I was going to sell that whole lot. Then I was going to start filling up the silo again. I wasn't paying attention. We nearly ran the thing full. Darren says you're sharing in the lag by bringing all this stuff down here. Slow my side down. All right. Looks like he's going to start at the top. I'll stay down here at the bottom because we got different working widths on our headers. Sure, he's got GPS set up on his side. We got GPS
I'll do the top end.
set up here. Hey, DoughBoy, what's up? Hey, you got 2 fields ready to harvest on the Valley of the Old Farm. James was asking about if I'd heard from you since related to the field auction. He had his eye on field 68 unless you were going to take it. I saw you got called out for an unscheduled run. Did you write down the amount of corn you had in those trailers? So that we know how much corn's yours? Or are you just going to use the other trailers? They're empty.
I'm just gonna use the empty ones. I'm gonna leave the ones I'm gonna leave the black ones alone because I still got another field to start, and that's gonna be another half load of the other trailer that's on the back end of that.
Okay. So what's your schedule look like? Is it just one run a week? So Sunday to Wednesday? I was telling James that I knew it was down to Atlanta, but I didn't know where you went. If Atlanta to where? I didn't know if it was back up to close to where you're at, or if you were going to some other city, and then you really had the travel time from where you are down to Atlanta, over to the other city, and then back to where you live. I saw it was like 740 miles from a city close to you to Atlanta. And I was like, well, he can only drive like for 8 hours and then he has to rest. So, 8 hours is, then he's got to rest. So just one trip down to Atlanta is probably a day, or I don't know if it's a full day or if it would be a day and a half, or half of a day, or 3/4 of a day to do one run. Or one leg of one run. I know you can only run so many hours, and you have to have so many hours off the logbook. Okay. So Google Maps was saying Atlanta was just over 11 hours. Of course, that was probably not truck speed. No Rockhound tonight. I think he's 100% focused on his map. He's got one field left to harvest. That field 43 and 41 that he put, I think he put sunflowers in. He's got that field left to harvest, and then he's pretty much done the map. He's definitely not going to participate in how does that thing go on 25 miles an hour? Did you goose it? Did you chip that?
That's one of the harvesters that what's his name wanted. Ken wanted in the game.
Well, that's cool if you can manage to make it down there and then do your rest and then make it back without having to rest. So when you say 2 runs, do you mean one run in each direction? Or do you mean is one run down and back and then down and back again? Yeah, I heard that someone helped him harvest the corn. He's 100% focused on the new map that he wants to put out. That's what I thought. I thought one run was a round trip. Now you would never doctor the logbook. That would not be anything that a DoughBoy would ever do. He's a fine, upright citizen who obeys all the laws, rules, and regulations. I've heard adult coloring books are therapeutic. Nothing wrong with that. You could say farming is therapeutic. Wonder if I can get somebody to subscribe virtual farming, and then I can write off the virtual farming as a therapeutic, and therefore it's a medical expense. Anyone ever tried that? Somebody was commenting the other day about this tall corn. You can really see how high it is when you plunge the harvester through the middle. Look at that. So when do you think you would be on your run? What kind of time frame would you be running through my neck of the woods? You got therapeutic dogs, do you? You should be able to charge a pretty good penny for that. Hi, Ruggles Incorporated. What's up? Let's see. Alright, that's fine. Oh, well that was useful. I didn't know it was that close to being full. I'm doing pretty good. We're just trying to hammer out these cornfields. We're gonna load up this train and see how much money we can make. Oh, I don't know how on earth you would drive like that. You can't see anything. And that's what I'm worried. I'm worried you're going to come through here either at the butt crack at dawn, or the other crack of night. Or it's in the middle of the day when I'm at work. Now, I don't know how much this train holds. This train's got one of the big trailers, 3 of the trailers where the lid lifts up, and then 2 of the small ones. Right. Full there. We're not full, but we've emptied the silo at that point. Guess I'm going to put this over here by the other cornfield, and we'll just use those other trailers for now. Alright, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Where's he at? There he is. Hey, Rabbit, Sean, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. We'll see how much grain we can stuff in a train. How are you doing? Right, he's taking that. I'll take this strip. That'll close this field out. Well, that's good to hear.
Couldn't plan that any better, could we?
Oh, it worked out well. Except for this little bit over here you missed. I said you missed it because, you know, I got GPS set up.
Yeah, I freehand a lot of times.
Oh, we're selling it. We're definitely selling it. Alright, check you later, Hunt Master. Thanks for the compliment. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Alright. I'm maxing out at 18 miles an hour. Your harvester books it.
I think this one doctor's up for the road.
You want to grab the truck? And let's see if we can't empty that silo into that train.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I got 171,000 in the train. There's 200,000 in the silo. Got a feeling that train might only hold 350. Now there's one over there by the truck. I haven't killed that one. Till now. So I wonder if this truck has some passenger script in it, but then again, I probably can't get in it because I don't own it. Oh.
I don't believe it does.
Still need to sell some stuff down here. I do not have a GPS tutorial video. I don't know if Grizzly Bear Sims has one. I know he does GPS tutorials. There's definitely plenty of them out there. Here comes the Slinky Snake. All right. Well, if you're hanging around when I get back over there, I'll explain it a little bit. At least the little bit that I know. This is the tech farm silo where you can't fill it from the tractor or from the truck. You've got to get out and fill it from over here. But I think the what do the A trailers hold 40,000?
Yeah, the A's hold 40 and the B's hold 60.
So you can hold 140,000. Almost up to 80. There it is. All right. Meet you over the train.
All right.
This contraption. Spectre and his contraptions. He's got the Massey Ferguson mower with the tedder rake on the back. And then follow me with his baler to get him some hay bales. Where our silage is. Silver Dragon helped sell this bunker of silage the other day. This one is at 96%. It'll be done tomorrow. This one we just did, it'll be done, no, 22%. Got our massive overpowered spotlights over here so we can work at night. I think there's only 2 sets of spotlights over here, and it's awful lighting this whole area up. There, nope. There we are. Still filling. Still filling up over there. Then we'll have the fun train ride around the map. 4X map. It's going to take a bit. See our cornfield off in the distance there. We don't own these fields down here. It's that cornfield that's way off there in the distance. That's the only one we need to get. I'd like to see you snake these 3 trailers up into the sell point.
I've already done it like twice.
Oh, that's how you're coming up.
And I did it with 6 trailers the other day, or no, with 5. My train set plus this set when I was doing Tiger Man's.
So you know how much the train holds?
I don't know for sure myself. Tiger Man may know.
There we go. Now we're filling. I think I know the front one holds 120. I think the one that has the lifting door, I think it holds 90. So there's 3 90s and a 120, and I think the back ones only hold, I don't remember what the back ones hold. We are at 70, let's see, we'll be at 80%.
Can you tell if your silo
243,000?
what?
What's that?
Can you tell if your silo still has more in it?
It definitely has more in it. Because it had 200,000 before you even pull it up to it. And you had some amount of corn in there before you started to fill. It's probably a good 80,000 still down there.
You want me to go grab it too?
Let's see. Got 86,000 down here still. That'll fill this trailer and start the back, one of the back ones. And then we'll have to harvest more corn before we can fill it. Oops. Yep, we filled it now. Yeah, I'll be able to take all of that silo, and then we'll still be able to harvest some more corn before we fill this thing completely.
Oh, wow.
I'm at 311,000 now. Probably be at close to 400,000 before we even start filling the back two. So what's everybody up to tonight? Other than watching me? Save it while we're doing this. While we're waiting, we can see. We got... Rockhound's got this field down here to harvest, and I guess he's got that one there to harvest. All I've got is field 42 to harvest. Tiger Man's got 103 and 106 to harvest. I think Sim Addict has 3 fields.
These things.
Here's the 2 BGA fields to harvest. And Silver Dragon's got a couple that are still growing. What's that?
I can't remember how to unload the silo.
You have to get out and go to the control panel.
I'm by it.
Hit R.
Not getting anything. Hitting R is not doing anything.
It's just under 300. I don't know, maybe scoot over a little bit. The trailer.
That should be triggered right there.
No. Ah, well, this is also on hard. I suspect you must be on normal or easy. I've never seen corn that high of a price on hard. I know we filled it from this side. there you go. Now let's
Must
see.
have to hit it this way all the time.
They were at 278.
Coming back on it, it doesn't do it.
Look at seasons. We're probably not in a very good time for corn. See, we're at a really low point for corn. But we're not going to hang around until the middle of winter, when we could really be rolling the money in. So it's pretty much sell it at what you got. Could be making a lot more money if we wait, but we're not going to be on the map that long. Because everyone's really looking forward to moving it on. Hey, M, what's up? Alright, this will be 40. There we go. Put another 40.
Yeah, it must not like the pointing the other direction to fill it.
Well, you are a bit further over to this side than you were before.
Oh yeah, I see. Gotta find that happy little trigger.
Alright, we are almost ready. We just squirt a little bit in the last one. There we are, 80,000. Alright, since we're not going to fill this up, you want to just go ahead and start harvesting some more, and then we'll see if we can't fill that back trailer, and then we'll dump it all on the train.
Yeah, sure. What field do you want to get to?
This one, 42 is the last one I got. Alright, so let's talk about GPS here. So I don't mess with this save load at all. I don't find it useful at all to save and load courses. It's so easy to set one up. I ignore that completely. You've got the working width. This is auto working width. So if we just hold down the control and hit auto, it's supposed to auto detect. So let's make this a lot wider. With auto, it jumps back to 4.5. You should always verify that this is the right width. Sometimes it doesn't auto detect, and you can increase and decrease that if you want. Then you've got this course set. This will shift the course left and right, and this will rotate the course left and right. So if the course is not quite lined up the way you want it to be, you can do that. This will rotate the course 90 degrees like that. Here's the offset. If you get a little blue dashed line, then that means you have an offset. You can zero that out by clicking this to zero out the offset. If you're using an implement like a plow or something that's trailed, that's behind you, that's offset, you can increase that. I honestly don't mess with offset at all. So I honestly, all I ever do is hit zero to get rid of it. This will change how your lines appear. If you look, it's kind of hard to see, I guess. Right now there's no lines, then there's lines flat, and now these kind of raise up to help you see it maybe above your crop. This is a nice one. The shopping cart lets you copy a course from someone else. So if Silver Dragon was using the same size header as mine, he could grab my course by clicking the shopping cart. This locks you in. And then new lets you basically set up a whole new course. I honestly don't know what GPS wheel mode does. Never bother with it. This lets you turn either... So this will just run for forever. You never stop it, it'll just keep driving straight till it runs off the end of the map. The arrow in a line basically says it will run to the end of the field and stop. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's lock the course in. And it's going to go until it detects that the field's over, and then it will stop. The numbers here represent how many meters, I think it's meters, till the end of the field. And we'll get to some more of this stuff here in a little bit. I've changed the key bindings, so I don't really know the default key bindings. See, we're a little bit over, so I just shifted the course a little bit. And with this locked in, it auto-steered. Okay.
This is a long field.
Yeah. 120 or field 35 was a long one too. It just went on forever. Not near as long as 86 or 88.
Right.
Oh, we're racing. Who's gonna finish their field first? Their edge. Could shift it over a little more. So you see we're coming up to the edge of the field. It's going to give us some warning beeps. There's the warning beeps. And it's just going to stop. Because now I'm at the end of the field. I didn't tell it to stop, it just stopped. Okay, so that's that mode. Let's go and turn this around. Back up and catch the rest of this. Alright, so the next mode is auto turn. Let's turn around so we're facing the right direction. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, it's because it got to the edge of the field. Or what it thought the edge of the field was. Okay. So with this mode, it's going to get to the end of the field, and instead of stopping, it's going to turn left. and then it's going to make a left turn and then head down the next course that it comes up with. Knowing this harvester, it doesn't have that tight of a turn radius, so it's probably going to skip at least 2 rows. So you get to auto turn, and you can click this, and now you can make it auto turn to the right, make it auto turn to the left. If I click this one more time, it's basically going to cause it to make a left turn. And then this allows you to increment or decrease the distance from the edge of the field that it turns or stops. So right now it will turn 1 meter before the end of the field. We can make this turn 10 meters before the end of the field if we do that. But you can never go less than 1. Then auto turn. Right now it will try to make as tight a turn as possible and come down the next lane, but it may not be able to make that turn. So you could go here and you could say skip a lane, and now it will go to the end, it will skip 1 lane and then try to turn in. Or you could say skip 2 lanes, it'll go at the end, skip 2 and then turn down 1, and that basically reduces that back down. That's basically GPS. We'll just leave it on auto turn and we'll see what it does. Probably run into this tree. Yeah. So that's where the that's where that turn before the end of the field comes in play. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty this, and then we're going to make a couple passes on this side of the field to put a headland in. And then I'll basically tell it to auto turn probably 10 meters before the end of the field. So it will be able to make its turn before it runs into that tree. Where on earth did he go? Oh, he's all the way at the end. The field's so long I don't even see him. Alright. So if I wanted to, I could just hit the 90. Flip it. I doubt it will line up though. Yeah, see, it's not lining up. That's okay, we'll just do this. You can hide it so it's out of the way. But like I said, I changed my key bindings. Because when I'm traveling, I play Farm Sim on a laptop. And I think the default bindings are like the period and the 0 on the number pad. And I don't have a period or a 0, well, I don't have a number pad on my laptop. So if I kept the default key bindings, I would not be able to use GPS on the laptop. So I changed the key bindings so I would be able to use it. There he is. Yep. This field's so long. At the far end of the field, you can't see the harvester. So we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna turn the other direction. There we go. So it should, and we're gonna increase this. Almost did it too late. So see, it's gonna skip, and then it's gonna come down that lane by itself. Now it's changed its turn. So now when it gets down here, it's going to want to turn left, which is wrong. We'll fix that. It's changing that. Actually, we'll turn that off, because I don't want it turning when it runs out of the field here. I'm going to clean this edge up. I was just cutting a little headland in here so that we didn't run into these trees.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
And I don't know if you were listening to stream, but there was a guy in there who was asking about GPS, so I was kind of giving a how to use it. So I just flipped the course 90 degrees, and that's why I didn't really go right up the edge of the field.
Yeah, I've got your stream going, and yeah. And you're right, the default is the period and 0 key to start that by default.
You know how I was complaining a long time ago about how my F1 menu would flash randomly? It would just start flashing really fast.
Right.
Well, it turns out it was because I had 2 sets of keybinds for GPS. I had the default, and then I had set another set of key bindings. And apparently the game doesn't like that. If the game doesn't like it, then why does FarmSim let you do it?
It was just being ornery.
Alright, so Silver Dragon is that. So let's flip this back. Start this. I'm just going to use the hotkey that I have set. So you can do most of these functions here with keystrokes if you set them in your key bindings. I'm a simpleton and I don't like to set a whole bunch of key bindings. So I really don't have too many set. But if you wanted to, you could have them all set, so you never had to pull the interface up. You could just do it all on the keyboard or all in your button box or whatever. Hey, welcome back, Ruggles. I think you were here earlier, right? So I turned off the auto turn.
At least you got a half decent headwind on this now.
Yeah, I'll be able to auto turn on that side. About this side. Not until it squares off. I turned off auto turn because when we come to the end of this one, if we just turn in, we're going to leave a whole bunch of the row.
Well, I came down that whole side just to take it into the field.
So we're going to leave a whole bunch of the row, so we're going to have to go up here a little bit and then swing around. Lock her in, turn her on, and set cruise control. And we're going. Now we can focus on chat and not have to worry about driving straight. That case holds more grain than mine. I only hold 6,400. It holds 9,000 something. GPS is for PC only because if it's probably just because it's scripting, and very few scripts ever make their way into console that aren't built into the game. In fact, like Seasons only made it into consoles because they really incorporated a lot of it into the base game. Kind of like the same way with those 4 real modules. Is the base game code had kind of the scripts already in it, and the mod really just activates the scripts that are already within it. That's how I understand it. That's why maps that use things like a compost master or mud or other things don't make their way to console. Hey Ken, what's up? I was just thinking about you earlier with your comment about being scheduled for night shifts and the corn harvest. Hey Gunslinger, thanks for coming out. Got about another 30 minutes and then we're going to be ending the videos, or ending the stream. Alright, well, we're not going to make it another run, so let's just go ahead and unload here. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that, GTX. That's the case with the extra long pipe. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna do. We know we skip one, right? So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna do this run, and we're gonna do auto turn. All right. So when it gets to the end of this run, it's gonna turn left, and then we're gonna come down. We're gonna skip a row, and we're gonna finish on the outside. Not doing it every day. We'll be on tomorrow. Last Tuesday, I think I did a live stream and I had really, really good numbers. Really good numbers of viewers. So I figured, what the hey, let's do a live stream on Tuesday. We'll be on Emerald Coast tomorrow. I can tell you, it was really unexpected when they made the announcement that Seasons was going to console. I don't think too many people ever thought that would happen. At least not until 19, if then. But I still think Seasons is kind of a niche mod. I think lots of people don't play it because they don't understand it. You know, I've seen lots of folks have videos out where they claim that there's no way to be profitable with Seasons because you can't make enough money, because you can't roll the fields fast enough. And it's like, well, the reason you can't make money is because you have 500 implements in your inventory. That's another one. Sometimes people like the faster pace of just rolling through things, and that's cool. There's no wrong way to do it. I like it because I'm kind of a systematic guy, and Seasons makes you take kind of a systematic approach to it. Alright, so when we get up here at the end, it's going to auto turn to the left. Should skip a row and then start us down that outside row there. We end up with just one header width. Oh, it didn't turn. Oh, I know why it didn't turn. GPS doesn't like to turn when you are turning to inside a shortened field. It only likes to turn if the field's longer on the turn side. That's why it didn't work. That's funny, Rob. Just for you, Ken. You got rain tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. So, what is today? Today's Monday. So, tomorrow, Tuesday, rain at some point during the day. You know, we don't know if it's going to be morning, afternoon, or evening. Rain on Wednesday of this week. Again, we don't know when. And rain on Thursday of this week. So that means this Friday we'll have clouds. Saturday we'll have cloudy weather. Sunday we'll have rain again. And then Monday we will have partly cloudy skies. So I kind of wanted to come in and get as much of this harvested because who knows, it might be raining when I get up in the morning, and I'll only have about a half hour to do any harvesting before I need to go to work. And then who knows, it might be raining by the time I get home. Because when I get up tomorrow morning, it will be late evening this game day, 12th. So oh no! Build up. Now something that I'm going to add tomorrow is I downloaded the the soil compaction mod that's a work in progress by Real Logger. And there's all kinds of disclaimers in the documentation. It says, don't add this to a, to an existing save game because it will break your map and everything, but we're going to try it. And the soil compaction mod is a work in progress. It's not ready for prime time, but it seems to model, or attempt to model, soil compaction much better than the game does. And apparently it completely eliminate the it can completely eliminate the need for completely eliminate the need for plowing if you do things right. Yeah, you can chop corn in the rain. Just can't harvest it for grain. So apparently it models the soil compaction based on the size of your tire. Apparently the air pressure in your tire, so you can even go in and change the air pressure. Okay, I didn't know that Rathkin was working on that too. Maybe he's still working on it. Just thought it was Real Logger. And apparently, depending on how, depending on the type of the plow, is how much. Apparently, there's multiple states of soil compaction. So kind of like there's multiple stages of fertilization, and depending on the amount of compaction, you may have to plow the field to roll it back a little bit. You may have to simply cultivate the field to roll it back a little bit. And I think yield is based on how compacting your field is. So I'm going to give it a go on Emerald Coast and see what happens. Yeah, so I was thinking it would make possibly like the Proceed mod where you put in your tram lines. And then, but you put in tram lines for like wide tires. So basically it said wide tires would maximize your contact patch, which would reduce the amount of compaction. Versus narrow, skinny care tires, you would have an increased level of compaction because they had a smaller contact patch with the ground. So like the front tires here, they're wide and fat, but since they're wide and fat, they put less pressure on the ground than these rear tires. But these rear tires put less compaction on the ground than, let's say, a semi-truck's tires. So I'm really eager to give it a little spin, but it is very much a work in progress. It could, just like when Seasons was still in development, it could at any point in time get updated and break. Oh, we're full. Our truck's full. Saw that.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to add that tonight or tomorrow and give it a spin on Emerald Coast. That's what we're going to be streaming tomorrow.
I'll just take this pass and I'll bring the harvester down to that corner and we'll go empty the truck.
Yeah, and then I'll take the 10-minute drive around the map with the train. That'll probably end our stream.
Okay.
Seriously, that harvest seems to go way too quick.
It slows down on harvest. It does about, what, 6K?
Yeah, mine does 6 mile an hour harvest, but only goes 18 road speed. From this camera, from my side, when you come by, it looks like you're just flying down the road.
Wow.
But we're not going to get this road done before we fill up. At least we got a real horn and not a little beepity beep. Ken says hi.
Howdy, howdy.
Back to the train. Where is the dragon? Where will he appear? Been gone that long. Oh, here he comes down the road. He probably... Oh, there's the train. Trailer's popping in. Where is he going now? Yeah, I don't put music in. I don't bother with trying to figure out how to overlay music. Here he comes. Oh, I'm not humming nothing. That's for sure. There we go. We're filling now. We're not going to get near as much as we want out of this, but we will get some money. Go. Yeah, I don't mess with a whole bunch of stuff on the screen. Figure if you're watching this stream, you're not watching to see the stats. It's full. Stop, stop, stop. Now we'll see how much that one holds. I figure if chat's up there for a few seconds and then it disappears, the new sub shows up for a little bit and then it disappears.
Okay, that's it.
Still filling.
Yeah, the truck's empty now, so.
It's interesting. Lance is maxed out at 390,000, but I have 451,000 in the train. And it says I'm still not full. Alright, well, I'm just going to sell this.
Alright.
I'm definitely not going to stay up super late. You want to park the truck under my harvester, then it will empty. You want to harvester more, you can, or you can go work on your fields. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, no problem.
I'll slip you some dough.
I'll knock out the field for if you want, and then I'll claim it and send it to you. Remember you ought to stay online for that?
Yeah, well, if you got 200,000 or less, just dump it in my silo.
Okay.
There's another big field over there. Hey Allard, what's up? Just about done the stream, but hey, thanks for coming by. Just taking a whole bunch of corn to the sell point. Another train transfer station. Coming around the bottom side of the map. Spectre's farm. It's pretty much sold everything but some grass haymaking equipment. Yeah, my tail end was a bit tired of sitting down toward the end of the day too. There's a fuel trailer. If you see Simatic, tell him he needs to get in here and harvest his crops. It's got a couple fields. These 3 fields over here to the right, I think, are his. Yeah, I went ahead after the stream and finished up a couple more loads to get my 30 for the month. So at least I got 30. I can work more in if I want to. There he is. Look, right there. That's a big field of wheat. Or that's soybeans. That's soybeans. You got 3 fields of soybeans here, buddy. And you got a lot of rain. Have you seen the forecast? Look at all that rain. I thought Allard's nickname was Giggles. Or Chuckles. Do we have any ATS players out here in chat, other than Allard and SimAddict and me? There's the only there's the only fuel station on the whole map, way over here. Tell you, on a 4X map, if you're close on fuel, you better start driving over here to get the gas. Hate for you to run out on your way over here. Well, I don't play ETS, so I don't acknowledge that it exists. That's why I don't ask about it. Why do you crash the server? No, we don't have courseplay on this map. We had issues when I put courseplay in for multiplayer on Clover Creek. Well, it turns out Clover Creek itself was just messed up, but I didn't add it into here because I was worried. We have to tell Delta to get in here and harvest the soybeans.
Okay, my harvester's gone glitchy.
Now what'd you do?
It doesn't want to empty into the trailers.
That's what you do when he says it's gone glitchy. Save it. Oh, you just have to wiggle it around a little bit. I didn't want to empty until I moved it around. We could dump it into my trailer. It's down there in the field. If you're the north side of the map, this is where some of the smaller fields are. The flatbed pickup.
Okay, it's just being picky on what side I have to be on to unload.
Well, you just need to not get in the flatbed pickup. Assign it to British Farmer, and then you'll never tab into it anymore. Alright, we are coming around to our destination. Finally. I could have probably driven the train backwards. Got here quicker, but it just seems weird. It's set to autosave after every hour. Is Tiger Man still in? I think we figured out why your milk isn't showing up. Alright, let's unload. What? Unload. There we are. Cool if we had unload animation underneath. Is that one? That one. that one. So, Tiger Man's not been seeing his milk sale when he gets in. He'll be out for a couple of days. He'll come in, and there won't be any unsold milk for him to claim, or any milk sales for him to claim. So I think Silver Dragon and I figured it out the other day when he was selling silage for me, or for the BGA. Is I sold some silage. I went in, I claimed it right away, and then I said, if you want to sell silage, you can. You know, just let me know when you're done, and I'll pay you. So he sold the rest of the bunker after I exited. He came back in, and there we go. We needed $99,000. He came back in, and I don't know whose those are. We'll just claim them. There we are. So when he came in, or when I came in to claim the money, I changed my name to bank. I went in here, I went to open items, and it was 0. 0 open items. So I was like, what's up with that? So I said, I can't seem to claim anything because there's nothing to be claimed. Well, it was a train. See, trains unload quick because they just dumped the bottom of the train cart. So Silver Dragon looked, and he had all of the silage sales available in his open items, whereas I didn't. So I think the map or the game save is somehow messed up to where only if you're in the map, when the expense or the income occurs, do you see it listed as an open item. So the missing milk is probably happening. It's just whoever's on the map at midnight, if anyone's on the map at midnight, they would see it until they left. And when they left, they came back in, it wouldn't be there. Just like with your potatoes, where you were saying you sold potatoes, you forgot to claim it, and then the next time you were in the map, it wasn't there. So somewhere along the way, something's messed up with the map or the game save to where things that are not claimed get lost after you leave the map. Because it definitely wasn't like that before. Definitely was where if people didn't claim things, then that list would just keep building and building and building. But now it's not like that. Anything that's not claimed when you leave will not be there when you come back in. Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe what I said hadn't caught up in chat. Alright guys, well thanks for coming out and watching. Tomorrow we're going to be on Emerald Coast. We're going to maybe play with the compaction mod. We'll see. We'll still be finishing the baling, or not the baling, but the foraging of the big grass field. I've done a fair bit of that off camera. I'll probably play with it a little bit more tomorrow before the stream. Looks like there's a bale over here. So until next time, guys, happy farming.